This is exhilarating. Get excited.
Hello everyone, it's me again. That's right, your friendly neighborhood renegade has returned from the depths to bring you this. So, I have seen buses and I've seen things converted into mini traveling homes. There's a guy I saw who used a Sprinter van as the template, and he basically built it out into this really awesome camper van that he took to festivals and stuff like that all over the country. Then there was someone who actually took an old bus. It was not a short bus, but it was a mid-tier bus. It was one of those city buses, the ones that they use for community colleges and stuff like that. Yeah, I saw them take one of those and convert it into a 2-bedroom thing, and I thought that was really cool. But these projects always blow me away. I know there's the ones that are purpose-built from the ground up. For instance, there was one I saw, it was Will Smith's personal home away from home, mobile home, and it literally had a thing where it extended up, and one of the floors actually had a hot tub on it. I see those, I'm just Jesus, man, that is ridiculous. Can I stay in it one night? Honestly, if I could stay one night in one of these amazing camper vans, I would be just floored, dude. I would be blown away. But I personally don't have the money or the means to right now. Although, who's to say it won't happen in the future? Why not Zoidberg? I don't know. So this was recommended. This was actually sent in as a donation request on one of my streams. I want to thank everyone in our chat for making our streams pop off like that. And actually, let me pull up the. This one was from Optinate. Optinate sent this one in. So sorry about that, Optinate. It's again, I have so many requests in the queue of doom, and this one was sent in by Optinate, and Optinate said he wanted this as a separate video for me to react to. So here we are. President Che, I turned a bus into a luxury tiny home. So, tiny homes on the go, and also the converted ones, they use old shipping containers and turning them into homes. I think those are pretty cool. And I'm interested to see what they do with this one and how far they go. So, I'm all about just starting it up and getting it going. Are y'all ready? I hope so. Because here we go.
Just play it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
In this video, I'm going to turn a 1991 bus into a luxury tiny home. This project took 6 months for us to complete. I hope you enjoy. My brother and I bought this old school bus from a guy who collected trucks on Facebook. And honestly, it was an awful shape, but it had a good engine and transmission. This bus is going to need a lot of work.
Jesus God, man. I'm gonna say that a bunch of homeless people just living shit in there. Looks like it.
Very, very sticky, and there's a lot of big things that need to come out. The first step is to obviously completely gut this bus. Bro, we got a lot of work to do.
Gut the bus.
Big crowbar.
Gut the bus.
Oh, yeah.
Gut the bus.
Oh!
Yep, gotta love them time lapses. There you go.
And this bus was dirty. Insanely dirty. There were several spiders, wasp nests.
Dead spiders. Dead spiders aren't really spiders. They're just husks of spiders.
Roaches, and what looked like a pretty bad termite infestation.
Thankfully, you took all the wood out.
We're almost done with the demolition. It's looking great. And after that, we can start building.
I would get rid of that rust, dude. I would do everything I could to get rid of the rust. Okay, there you go.
It looks so good! We bought some wood!
Get wood. Insulated floor. That's smart. That's very smart.
Online, we saw people who kept the metal bus ceiling and just painted it white, and it looked perfect. Which was great because we thought it would save us time and money.
This is the last you will see of this ugly bus tan color.
But to try and save time, we used the wrong spray gun. The result turned out like this.
Oh, should have used a roller or a better sprayer.
Lines of like dripping paint. That's a huge problem.
Yeah, should have used a roller, bro.
Because the bus ceiling was made of metal, we had to get a special paint that was $200.
Oh, okay.
The next day when it dried, we tried to fix our mistake by sanding, but ended up finding a much bigger issue when it started raining.
How's it going, dude?
Well, I believe I've made a discovery.
Oh.
So I pulled this.
Oh my god.
It's coming out the side here. We have to pull the whole roof off and figure out where all this is coming from.
Woo.
So we're kind of at a low point right now. Come to find out, the bus roof is leaking really, really badly. Not only that, but what we did paint still looks awful. It looks worse than it did, actually. So this whole roof, the whole thing needs to come down and be replaced now.
Once we took the old metal ceiling down, we were able to get on top of the bus and fix all the leaks. This bus was from 1991, so honestly, we
Back of that crack, yo.
should have just done this in the first place.
I mean, yeah. Let's be honest with ourselves. That's like usually when we think about taking the cheaper the cheaper and quicker option first, we're like, oh, we're so smart, we're gonna get ahead of the curve. Turns out, no, you are not getting ahead of the curve. You're just making things more difficult on yourself.
And in my opinion, the new ceiling ended up looking a lot better anyway.
So Che's out editing a video, so all the framing today at least is up to me.
In the back, we're going to put a private bedroom that houses a full-size bed. That's what Colby's working on now.
Alright, so here's what I got so far. Boom. 2 beds.
Right outside of that room is going to be our living room space. Then we're going to need a full-size bathroom with a toilet, sink, and shower. And finally,
I was gonna say, the toilet, sink, and shower, there's actually like a combo unit that you can get. It's basically like a compact shower with the toilet. You basically just use the toilet as like a place to sit and everything. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. We'll
across from the bathroom will be our kitchen.
These old bus doors are gonna be a thing of the past very, very soon.
If you're sleeping in an RV, you're going to want security, which is exactly why we put a real front door on here we found at Goodwill.
I'll say, you gotta build the door jamb and everything. Also, putting some soffit in there to like properly seal and everything. Yeah.
The next big job we had to do was install the tanks. Every RV or camper you see typically has 3 tanks.
Yep. Freshwater tank for all of your water purposes. Gray for the traditional like waste from like, you know, from the sinks where you wash your hands and everything. And then the black tank, which that's where you piss and you shit.
Fresh water, a gray water, and a black water. The freshwater tank supplies clean water to everything.
I shouldn't say anything because they're just going to explain it anyway. But I've been in enough campers to know like the deal.
Thing that needs it. Gray water is what gets washed down the sink, while black water is what you flush down the toilet.
Right now I'm underneath the bus, and this is where the poop tank is gonna go. Right below the toilet. What I'm gonna do is just basically make a tray for it to sit on. It's gotta be strong though, because when the tank's full, it's gonna weigh well over 300 pounds.
Bro, okay. Wood's a good one, but I don't know. I would go with like galvanized. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe it'll be.
All right, so the day has come that everyone fears in construction, insulation day. Now, the bus already has insulation. Behind this panel, there's about 1 inch thick, but that's not good enough for Che. Che needs more insulation.
Insulation. Heck yeah.
It has been 5 hours and 30 minutes since I turned this camera on. My whole day has been underneath this bus. This is gonna be the coolest camper ever though.
Colby then put on the drywall, closing in the bathroom where we could get started on that.
Separated shower and toilet. Okay.
All right.
If they got the space for it, and it works. That'll be awesome.
So today, I'm gonna make this base waterproof with waterproofing stuff.
Waterproofing stuff. Yes.
We are about to make this bathroom beautiful
And pretty.
We want this bus to be really modern and bright, so we went with this plastic tile that had a marble pattern on it.
That's pretty nice.
Then of course, for the shower area, we wanted something a little different, so we went with brick as an accent, because we're also going to put it in the kitchen. So in the end, it'll really help
brick.
tie the whole bus together. Because the entire floor was going to be a drain, I wanted to put a secondary waterproof layer on top of it. Then it was just a quick install of the toilet, and for now the bathroom was done.
What we're moving on to is this. This is the generator box.
One of the things we wanted for the bus was for it to be able to have electricity anywhere in the world.
Captain Forrest Gump. Jedi!
So we came up with the idea of adding a generator box on the back. That way we could power it while it was going down the road or we were camping in a parking lot. But we needed some way to cover up the wood because it looked bad and it wasn't waterproof.
Right now we're taking the metal off the roof of the bus and we're turning it into this, the top for the generator. Oh yeah. There you have it. This is what it's gonna look like once it's mounted. It looks awesome.
Then we built a waterproof door and tested it out.
Oh, look.
There they go. There they go.
Look how lit up it is in here.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. This is awesome. Look at this.
Next up was the loft. We wanted this bus to be able to sleep 4 people comfortably. We also decked out the space underneath the bed.
This is the last look underneath the master bedroom. This is our storage area right here with the water heater and access to that water pump. And back here is kind of like our garage, so you can access from outside. This is gonna be like the master closet. It's kind of like a drawer you can use. And now we're gonna cover it up.
Then it was back up to the loft to finish the accent wall with brick.
What does that mean, dude?
I have no clue.
But you drew it.
10 minutes ago.
Those were our plans to build the kitchen cabinets.
Ah, okay. So they're building their own cabinet.
So, I kind of messed up. These cabinets are the size they would be if we had put them in a house. So, I want to make them smaller, because they're way too big. In this case alone, bigger doesn't mean better.
Damn. I'm intercepting this weird radio signal. I don't know where the hell it's coming from.
I'm also taking out this stupid wall.
Yep, we're good.
Stupid ball.
I thought we were gonna have to wait 3 weeks to put this thing in, but we get to do it today.
Oh!
Perfect.
Oh, this thing looks good, man.
Another reason why I'm so excited about the sink is we only paid like $45 for it.
Dude, this is crazy.
Then we built the upper cabinets and began to turn our focus towards what we'd call the living room. Because this is only a 20-foot bus, the living room couldn't have a couch in it, so what we did is built 2 benches facing each other on either end. Then we finished off the left wall with the brick we put in the bathroom and on the loft. It really helped tie the entire bus together. The next day, I decided to work on the front of the bus.
Let's see if that works.
And although it may not be as exciting as some of the things Colby did,
I gotta cut out the steering wheel piece, I think.
I'm gonna show it because I did it by myself and I'm proud of it.
Hey, be proud of your work there, broski. Be proud of your work. Don't ever doubt yourself. Be proud of your work and stand by it.
With a little bit of luck, this might just fit. Come on, baby, come on. I did it! Yes!
And conveniently, later that day, our new seat came in.
Oh my God.
Look at that potato quality. Video quality, potato. Seat quality, top notch.
Oh, this looks so good. Wow.
When we put it in, we were blown away. I mean, it just looked beautiful.
Whose legs are gonna fit under there, dude? I mean, I hope it's not like the height that the seat's gonna be.
But it was way bigger than the old bus seat.
Okay, it looks a little tight.
No shit.
It's a little high.
Again with this, I'm intercepting like a radio signal or something.
We built the bathroom, we didn't really think about the seat being this much thicker. The way it is now, we would never be able to fit in there to comfortably drive the bus. It seemed like the seat might be okay if we could slide it back 2 or 3 inches, so we started cutting out a small portion of the wall.
Take some screws in with it.
Then we put the seat back to see if it would fit, and whew, crisis averted.
I would at least raise the steering wheel up a little bit, or try to raise the steering wheel up a little bit.
Originally we were going for some kind of farmhouse shiplap door, but ended up deciding to sand it smooth because we wanted a more modern finish to match the theme of the bus we were going for.
Orbital sanders, man. Orbital sanders are so good for resurfacing.
On camera, these doors look okay, but close up you could tell that they were made of a bunch of pieces of wood, and we didn't like that one bit.
Okay, well, it's a new day, and we realized that these doors suck.
One man's opinion.
We gotta do them again. Ugh.
Damn. Bro, I'd have took those doors off your hands. I can figure out some use for them.
Oh!
Our next doors turned out much better, and we were able to install them in 2 days.
It was worth the effort. They're beautiful. They're so soft. It was worth it. It was so worth it.
Before we got too far into the build, our next step was to install the AC. The AC came in 2 parts, one that goes on the outside of the bus and one that goes on the inside.
Here's my problem. This is where Che wants to put the AC unit. I think it's gonna be too ugly. I have to change this. We're gonna put it right here up underneath the bus. You're welcome, Che.
Nice, it works, it works. Well, traditionally, like these air conditioning units that have the pipes running in to like the overhead, like the overhead units, they are traditionally like lower. Like the AC unit is on the ground and the vent is up high. So I think this actually works really good in its own favor. So yeah.
There's the AC. But now, I face a new problem. This is where I want to mount it. And we glued all the drywall, which is probably smart, but I hate us right now for it because this is really, really hard to get off.
Remember, the AC has 2 parts, one that goes outside and one that goes inside, and they're connected with copper lines. Colby had to tear this whole wall apart where he could run those copper lines up through the floor, through the wall, into the inside unit.
See, this is why my dad, whenever he builds, like back when he used to work in construction, he used to build houses. My dad would always ask in advance for so that he could plan things out so he wouldn't have to go back and redo stuff like this. He did that. It was almost nauseating. Like we had several customers that got sick of my dad asking questions and stuff. Subtracted so much time of like going back and like doing things differently. But yeah, anyway, sorry.
Then we buttoned everything up where we could start working on the outside of the bus.
It's a little surgery.
That's cool. Okay, I'll just be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. That door, I wouldn't have gone with that door. I wouldn't have gone with I would have gone with something a little more secure than this, because what's to stop someone from just being like, unlock the door and then just go in and have their way. I'd have done something a little more steady. Personally, that's just me.
That looks so good!
There we go. Oh, nice.
All right.
Okay.
Get ready. This is the last time you're gonna see the bus before it's painted.
Yeah, that baseline gray primer. You gotta love it.
Okay, I primed the bus. Let's paint it black.
I wouldn't have gone with black. I would have gone with like a, I don't know. There's several paint jobs that you could go with that black absorbs so much heat, dude. Black absorbs so much heat. I understand, you know, black looks sleek and all that, but when you're talking about like just the amount of like space that you're like working with here in terms of just like overall area, I mean, that's a lot, dude. That is a lot of like induction for like the black paint to just absorb heat. But again, where it's insulated, it probably won't be that bad. But I would have gone with like something a little more lighter, personally. That's just me. I know Kate would probably like, if not black, she'd have probably done something teal, much like our living room upstairs. Keep off the trim. Little mini dishwasher, I like that.
So we
The black bus.
painted the bus black, and it was beautiful. It was amazing. Our repair cracked.
Ah, crap.
Before we bought our bus, it
Bondo.
got hit by a tree, and we did our best to fix the dent. And it looked pretty good, at least until
You bondoed it and then just...
we left the bus in the sun. Somehow
Exactly. That's the thing. Black paint absorbs heat at a really high rate.
this didn't cross our minds. There's a reason that most RVs and campers are painted white. It's to reflect the light. When they're painted black, they absorb it all, and the inside and outside get extremely hot. And since our bus was
Once again, I understand the aesthetic of it, but that's why most camper vans are painted white. So, yeah.
sitting in the sun, that's why our repair cracked. But the bigger problem is the temperature on the inside. It's nearly 100 degrees in there. Our AC could never keep up.
My God. Oh my God. Whew. God, I hate when I'm right.
Now we gotta fix this again and repaint the entire bus.
I know, we paid like $300 to get this fixed.
We were supposed to take the bus to the beach in 4 days, and we didn't account for painting it twice.
Go for it, it's gotta come out.
And not to mention, the inside still had a ton of work to be done.
It's gotta come out, dude, come on. Let's get it.
To repair this dent, Colby and I spent nearly $300 and countless hours working foam and Bondo, sanding, and it really sucked to take it out.
Oh, this sucks.
I hate this. But by the time we got it out, we were able to move on and figure out a much better solution than just filling it with foam. The idea was to simply make a helmet to cover up the dent.
Looks like a bus again.
Once again, we were able to luckily use the metal we took off from the ceiling to make this repair. And after covering the face with metal, we then covered the top and added trim.
Yeah, that's a more like good permanent solution instead of like the bulge of like the foam and all that.
To prevent it from getting too hot in the inside, we had to change the bus's color, but we really didn't want it to be white again, so we settled on one of my favorite colors ever.
Ooh, a blue. And that's not teal, but it is a blue.
Oh. It's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be a pretty color.
We only had 3 days left until we had to leave for our trip. And of course, as soon as we got the new paint, it started raining. But we were able to use that time to begin finishing the inside, starting with painting. Shout out to our dad for doing the entire bus by himself.
Oh boy. Man, y'all put your dad to work. Look at that. Look at that man. Look at him go.
Do you see this tile? Do you see it? Because it's beautiful and it's going down today.
At this point, there were only 2 days remaining until we had to leave for our trip. But sometimes a deadline can be very good motivation. Because even though it was raining, we still managed to get a ton of stuff done to the inside. It was in true President Che fashion that me, my brother, and my dad all came together to pull through on this.
Really good.
And with just 1 day left, we had the perfect opportunity to paint the bus.
Paint the bus. Paint the bus. Oh yeah, just go ahead and put that up there.
We stayed up all night to get the last couple layers of paint on. And by the end, we are all very happy that the black didn't work out.
We are leaving today. The last thing we're gonna do is just wash this bus and we're out of here. We got about a 6-hour drive all the way to the beach. This thing only goes 55 miles per hour, so it's gonna be slow. It looks so good. I'm so proud of it right now. I can't wait to see it going down the road.
Alright, see the finished product. Okay, there's more legroom there than I thought there would be, so that's good at least. Induction stove, not bad. I understand why you're using induction instead of like gas, because gas you need to refill, whereas induction you're using electricity, and it's just easier overall. Also, yeah, heat instead of induction, like like glass top instead of using heating elements too, which not a lot of stoves have heating elements anymore. Also, a little mini dishwasher down there, really nice. From what it was to what it is. Oh, come on, bro. You can do better than on. You can do better than on. Dude, why not reach out for a sponsorship for, like, Samsung or friggin'... dude, there's so many more, like, possibilities than just on. On is such a trash brand. There, I said it. I don't care if I ever get sponsored. Well, okay. I would like to be sponsored by Walmart, but I'm not using any of their Walmart or any of, like, the on products. I have owned an on TV in the past. It worked exactly for 2 weeks and then crapped out.
So let me show you all we need to do to have electricity on the road. Just open this up. That's it. Now we have electricity in the bus.
Running out of luck, need to get unstuck, so go off. When you're up against the wall and you cannot fall, so go off, go off, go off. Go off, so go off, go off, go off.
nice drone shot. Very nice drone shot.
This is what we do when we're hungry going down the road. Get a little grits in a bowl, throw it in the microwave. And grits aren't the only thing we can cook going down the road.
Rankaku. Pancakes. Not bad, not bad.
All done.
Okay. All right. Well, Optinate, thank you for sending that in. That was actually a lot of fun. I have fun with videos like this. Personally, there's things that they did in this I personally would not have done. Well, and they learned from their mistake, of course, you know, pre-planning that way, you know, it's like, you know, you're going to have an AC unit in there, and pre-planning for it in advance will save you a lot of headache and a lot of trouble, and it can just like, you can just install and go, or like install it as you go. And then of course, with everything else, in terms of, you know, the chair, I would have gone with like, instead of the chair that they had, I would have found something that's a little bit more like compact instead of course a chair wasn't like the biggest thing, but I would have taken something a little more compact. Also, instead of using on-brand products, dude, like get a, like, I don't know if they have a deal with Walmart or if that's the thing, if they have a deal with Walmart and if they have to use products for Walmart because like a sponsorship or something like that. I don't know the full spectrum, but at the same time, I would have reached out to like Samsung, or I would have reached out to LG. Dude, I could imagine like a 43-inch OLED in there, 43-inch OLED monitor from LG. Oh my gosh, dude, that'd have been the best picture you could have. And then of course have like a little mini gaming PC down there, or like a PlayStation, or if you want to like do a Switch, you know, like get, of course, drawing like the Nintendo fan base. And then of course there's also multiple other things, but overall a great video, really great video, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you again for recommending this Optinate, and if y'all enjoyed this and you want to see more of me or us reacting to President Che, feel free to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead and leave a like on this video, because I did like it. I had some, like I said, I had some issues, but overall, I liked it. It was a good video. So, until next time, everybody, signing off, I am Nate. Y'all have a good one. Take care. Peace.